All right, so welcome. Let's see rationalizing the denominators of sets. Rationalizing the denominators of sets. Now, when we talk of rationalization or rationalizing the denominators of sets, we are saying that rationalization is the process of removing irrational numbers or sets from the denominator of a fractional set. Again, rationalization is a process of removing irrational numbers or sets from the denominator of a fractional set. So we are starting with this, the A part, which is expressions of the form A over square root of B. Expressions of the form A over square root of B. Now let's see examples on that. Examples. Example 1. Example 1. Now simplify. We are to simplify 6 over square root of 2, given that square root of 2 equals 1.41. Let's use this. Now, solution. We have 6 over square root of 2. How do we rationalize this? Now, we are rationalizing the denominator, which means we want to take the irrational and make it what? Rational. So how do we do it? It's just you take the denominator, which is the irrational, square root of 2. You use it to multiply the numerator, then you use it to multiply the denominator itself. So you take the set or the irrational, use it to multiply the numerator, then the denominator itself. Now with this, it is multiplication of fraction. And how do we multiply fraction? We don't find LCM, but rather we multiply the numerators, then we multiply the denominators. Here, 6 times square root of 2 is 6 square root of 2 over square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. 2 here, 1 into 6 is 3. Now you have 3 square root of 2. Now, mind you, simplify 6 over square root of 2, given that square root of 2 equals 1.41. We are not telling you to just substitute square root of 2 inside. No. But rather you have to what? Simplify the expression first. So when you are done simplifying, you will surely get your square root of 2. Then you substitute. I will play here. So now here, 3 times because it's multiplied. 1.41. So here, let's see. 1.41 times 3. 3, 1, 3. 3, 4, 12. Exponent 1 here. So we carry 1, 3, 1. We have 3 plus 1, 4. So we get 4.23. 4.23. Very, 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 very simple. Very simple. Now let's proceed to the second question. Alright, so let's see the simplify square root of 3 out of 2 solution. Don't forget, we are rationalizing the denominators or the denominator of this set. So square root of 3 out of 2. This can be written as square root of 3 over square root of 2. Square root of 3 over square root of 2. So square root of 3 over square root of 2. So this is the same thing as that. We are rationalizing the denominator, not the numerator. So we are concentrating on the denominator. Now, how do we rationalize? We multiply the numerator by square root of 2, or better still, let me relax and write which must be equal to square root of 3 over square root of 2 times a half. So we are multiplying. Then this one too. Now it becomes multiplication of fractions. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 all over square root of 2 times square root of 2. So now square root of 3 times square root of 2. 3 times 2, which is 6, because they are in the same square root. Here we have what? 2. And this can also be written as, that the coefficient is 1. So we have 1 over 2, then square root of 6. 1 over 2, 1 over 2, then square root of what? 6. Very, very, very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Let's see the third example. All right, let's see the third example. Simplify 3 square root of 2 all over 5 square root of 3. So 3 square root of 2 all over 5 square root of 3. Now, we are rationalizing the denominator of a set. So, we take the denominator 5 square root of 3, we use it to multiply the numerator and the denominator itself. So here, 5 square root of 3 over 5 square root of 3. Now, it becomes multiplication of fractions. So we multiply 3 square root of 2 times 5 square root of 3 all over 5 square root of 3 times 5 square root of 3. Now we go. 3 is not inside square root, 5 is not. So 3 times 5 is 15. Square root of 2 times square root of 3, which is square root of 6. All over here. 5 square root of 3, 5 square root of 3. 5 times 5, 25. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 will give us 3. We can reduce. Let's say 5 here, 1. So 5 into 15 is 3. Then 5 into 25 is 5. So 5, 3, 15, 5, 5, 25. That's the common factor. 3 here, 1 into this guy, which is 1. So what do you get? We get square root of 6. Square root of 6. So all over 5, which can also be written as 1 out of 5 square root of 6. Very, very, very simple. If you don't understand, please play back the video for better understanding. Very, very simple, very, very trivial. Let's see the next example. All right, let's see this one. Simplify 3 minus 3 over square root of 2. So 3 minus 3 over square root of 2. Now we need to rationalize this one. Forget about the 3 here. So we have 3 minus 3 over square root of 2. So we multiply. So we are rationalizing that. Okay. So let's see, this one is in bracket. Now it should be 3 minus. So let's go into the multiplication 3 times square root of 2 all over square root of 2 times square root of 2. Now we have 3 minus, then 3 times square root of 2, which is 3 square root of 2 all over, that's 2. Okay, now this is out of 1. So our LCM, 1 times 2 is 2. Now 1 will go into 2 how many times? 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 2 going to 2, 1. 1 times 3 square root of 2 is 3 square root of 2. So this is what we have. 6 minus 3 square root of 2 all over 2. We can't do anything. 6 then 3 square root of 2, they are unlike 10, so we can't subtract because there is no square root of 2 here. Very, very, very simple. Let's solve our last example. We have numerous examples here, numerous examples. So let's see our last example. All right, let's see this question. Express 1 plus square root of 2 all over square root of 2 in the form p plus q square root of 2, where p and q are elements of the set of real numbers. So when you see R, that's the set of real numbers. This symbol is an element of a member of, or let's say it belongs to. So we have 1 plus square root of 2 all over square root of 2. What do? We rationalize the denominator, and the denominator is square root of 2. So 1 plus square root of 2 all over square root of 2 times square root of 2 all over square root of 2. Multiplication of fraction, we multiply. So that will be 1 plus square root of 2 times square root of 2. Take note of that. Square root of 2 multiply the whole of that. All over square root of 2 times square root of 2. Now this square root of 2 multiplies, and it also multiplies the 1. 1 times square root of 2, you obtain square root of 2. Then plus square root of 2 times square root of 2, which is this 2. All over square root of 2 times square root of 2, which is this 2. Now they say we should express it in this form. So we need to split this guy. Now this guy can also be written as square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 over 2. Then plus 2 over 2. Which can be written as 1 over 2 square root of 2. Don't forget, the coefficient here is what? 1. Then here plus 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. So this is what you have. Now, 1 over 2 square root of 2 plus 1. We can write that as 1 plus 1 over 2 square root of 2. That's the answer. 1 plus 1 over 2 square root of 2. Because they say we should express it in this form, that's why I've changed it, because it's addition and it is commutative. So if you check P plus Q square root of 2, what is P? P is 1, and what is Q? Q is just 1/2. That's 1 out of 2. Very, 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 very simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. If you don't understand, please play back the video for better understanding, for better understanding. Mathematics is not a spectator of sports. Okay, so please sit down, try more questions, I've solved 5 questions with you. So you have to try more questions, numerous questions. Take your A+, take your textbook, concise, Akiola, Bafoba, take them. Revise, solve more questions. Your features are there. When you don't understand, send it to them. They will surely help you. See you in our next video, whereby we'll shoot what? The next thing, which is the B part. Then you see how best we are moving gradually. Have a good night or a nice day.